point is there are more things in the establishment.
In the shop.
There are enchantments in there.
Okay.
So just keeping that in mind.
And I would know which ones to use.
One would hope, like memory, for example. But right now, I want to know physically what you do.
I get off the stock and away from it.
Okay. And I think acrobatics is the proper thing to land well.
That's 5?
Yes.
That's
and
good.
So yes.
That's plus.
Well, you don't have to do anything because it's not
Okay.
opposed.
Okay.
So your ability in acrobatics is 10.
10.
So you have very acrobatically, if
So I'm at
messily,
least on my feet.
and when landing where? Remember, you were right here. So are you going? The other dog is crashing through these, and then there's the shop over there.
I think I run into the shop.
Okay.
I'm going to find myself something that helps.
Excellent. Well, acrobatics is here, and then your next move will be the shift into the shop. Okay, so we are now at 53.
Yeah, that's both of us.
Uh-huh.
Does
And
that work?
well, I think it's actually quite simple. The clear thing to do is to examine other scores. And I suggest that this would be resolved by probably speed is speed is about covering ground, like actual.
Stamina?
No, I think agility is the
Agility,
right
okay.
one.
14.
18.
Okay, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you are,
Do some damage.
right here.
Yeah. So I see all of that transpire.
Mm-hmm.
I would know, I would recognize these monsters.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they're after, unlike you, because I haven't been out in public, out meeting people that much. My character would be a little angry at you for essentially causing everything that transpired by not leaving when I said we should.
Nah. This is all your fault. That's not very nice.
I didn't. No, I didn't say that.
No.
It's more like we could have left when I told you to, but we didn't, and I got possessed. And whose idea was that?
It was my idea.
It wasn't my die roll. That was your doing.
Oh well. So I'm not quite sure what they're after, but I'm seeing that people are attacking them, and that you are in fact in there fighting. And so the logical course of action, help out.
Tell me what you're doing.
I am moving over and attempting to deliver a pretty devastating kick.
Okay, so the moving, remember that each of these rounds is
Movement.
less than a second.
Yeah, so just move over within.
Yeah, so you're
punching
getting
range.
over there, yeah. And I'm double checking the movement phenomena.
Moving in within grapple
here's how it
range,
works.
essentially.
Combat movement. When moving to another target, simply moving while keeping aware of possible dangers. Movement is at 1 hex, which, English, 5 feet.
Yeah.
Meter and a half plus. Every 2 phases. So it will take you this and the next just to get over there.
Well, I can't do anything at long range.
Right. So you're basically.
So
just
I
on-
have to.
Right.
Yeah.
So just keep in mind you're busy.
Yeah.
All right, and then
I want to shoot the nearest one.
right
With
now
my gun, and I want to aim for the head.
I want to. Did we determine how many shots your gun holds? Because that is of interest.
Usually
here.
6 bullets, right?
For
Well,
a revolver.
For yeah.
Yeah, well, if that's what this is, comes with firearms. Okay, flintlocks, tubes in which gunpowder, wadding, and a lead ball are rammed, repeating. Yeah, they look like this.
Yeah, okay.
Which means they are not
Okay.
repeating. You're going to have to reload.
Okay.
Reload for a large bore pistol. No, medium bore pistol, which is what you have. Reload is 4 phases.
Oh my god.
Well, you guys should
really alone.
just remember,
Uh.
these creatures are not going to be able to just bite.
Yeah, true.
They are under all the same constraints. This whole thing is set up for micromanaging time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So think small.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So everybody is going to be eating up phases.
All right.
You'll probably get like an attack or 2 in a given round.
Yeah, okay. But all right. So how much do I need to get out of the way of the dogs?
Well, right now, the one is here and has just been chewed on by the rat, but is definitely looking your way because it's going to head over here. The other one is crashing through all of these things and overturning things.
Over here.
You are about right here. Over
Okay.
here is where Polig has and his men have Master Ga. Just so you know.
There are 2 dogs.
Right, the Polig is going to set them up with their spears leveled so that they can make sort of a spear fence, and then he's going to advance out. He's not going to leave you fight alone.
Okay.
He has been very impressed so far.
Okay.
So that's your.
So maybe I should try to retreat back to there.
That will take your whole phase, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
this phase, right?
All right.
So
I'll do that.
shifting.
I'll do that.
Okay, and so that was 53, and then that pulls us to no, I've got to think about another fellow. Right. So yes, behind you, several people are pushing, shouting, screaming. People who are here are rushing over here.
Yeah.
So there's quite a crush of persons right there.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say while I attend to a problem that said person may have to solve. In that he doesn't really, well, never mind why. Okay. So, now my next, okay, well, let's just keep going down. All right, 52, 51, and my 51 actually brings me to the dogs.
Okay.
All right, now both of them are only concerned with movement at this point. The one that crashed through is now up to the point where it's reasonably close to you and to Polig. Just behind you and Polig, the guards are getting their shit together to get their spears leveled. Right? And poor Master God is calling out, Rena, are you all right? Like, help her, help my apprentice. And so and the other dog is approaching in that same vector along the street across the area you just vacated. But you're right, its leg is slowing it down considerably.
I might actually catch up.
Yeah, so it's dragging. I mean, its leg works, but you can actually see the ball and socket in the hip, right? So it's dragging and able to sort of, and it's a dog, so its other 3 legs can compensate pretty well, but it can't move as fast as it did before. So that's where we are. And then 50 down through. Anybody? What's the next highest for anybody?
48.
47.
46.
Rena.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to find something. And it
Memory.
was memory.
Mhm.
10. 10. And my memory is 11.
Oh,
Nice.
So
I want that. So the things that are there of interest. Unfortunately, there is no switch off undead enchantment anywhere, which would be really nice.
yeah.
But at this point, I want you to roll luck.
anything that.
I want you to roll luck.
Okay. What's that?
Oh, that's a 12.
12.
And then
No, yeah.
which is
15.
okay.
Right.
I hate to tell you, this is what luck does for you. Okay.
Mm.
Luck means I'm going to let you pick through Vivimancy or Necromancy and choose which spell is available.
Okay.
How's that for luck, right?
Necromancy.
Yeah.
That's
There's those are the two schools of magic that are relevant here.
yeah.
And so you can,
I mean,
look
necromancy
through-
just turned them off.
well, we hope. I just remembered that they've got a master list that's going to be a lot easier to look through.
So it's either keep myself alive or kill them.
Well, Vivimancy may have like a reversal effect on them of some kind. I'm not
What's
sure.
Venomancy?
Viva means life.
Oh, okay.
So if it's not relevant, then don't worry about it. I just thought there might be something. I mean, what if you hit like regeneration or rejuvenation on an undead? Would that just kill it? Right.
Like it would
It depends on the spell. It depends on what it says. So, sorry, lost my track. That was 48, correct? 47?
Yes.
I have 47. So I am halfway to the injured dog now.
Right. And so the question is whether you're going to close to attack.
Yes.
Okay.
I am closing in to attack the
Right.
injured one.
Okay. And
Attempt to kind of finish the job.
that is actually permissible
Permissible?
in terms of the phase.
Oh, I didn't intend to attack this turn. But if it's possible,
You can.
I wouldn't mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's possible if you make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Right. If you
That's
fail
one of
it,
my
it
better
won't be too terrible. You're not going to fall on your face.
Yeah, no,
just
I'm just
fumble.
gonna.
It just
not
means you won't be able to
attack.
quite close the attack.
Acrobatics.
But you will catch up.
Oh yeah, that's a skill of mine.
Yes, very much so. Which I see
12.
at 12.
And I have 14.
All right then. So this is one of those things. I have seen the movies too. Basically, you kick off a support strut or a wall or something.
Yeah.
Up there so that you can, boing boing down upon it.
Yeah, I want to get just jump up, kick off,
Right.
pull out a leg, and just
Right.
crash down right
Perfect.
on the spine
Yes.
of the thing.
Rolling, and also I'll have to.
Snap it in half.
I'm looking here at the relevant page. Go ahead and roll your attack. They do not dodge or parry. So
My
this is straight
attack.
up
That'd
Rolling.
be.
rolling.
Oh, it's just brawling.
And your tail is helping, by the way.
Oh, it's
What's
still a
that?
horrible roll.
No, it is.
No.
Oh,
Wait.
it's a 21.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's 21,
Well-
and you're.
rolling is 12.
Unfortunately, not even your tail will help.
No.
You,
not really.
you come down next to the dog
Yeah.
with a stomp, but
Still,
doesn't quite
I
make it.
closed the
You
distance.
got there. You tried your attack. That's good.
I was
Oh,
standing
Nah,
next to
Yeah,
it.
but
right.
it would have been so beautiful.
Yes.
It would have been.
And
Next
so you've
round.
done your movement,
Yes.
and then you now lose your first phase for reloading.
Right. Yes.
So that took us through 47, 40.
47 and
47.
46.
Right, and so you were the 47 and you were the 46, is that right? Okay, so in that case, I've got that and that. All right.
39 is my next one.
My next is 40.
I've got my 46s to worry about.
Okay.
So I'm going to concern myself with a certain person. Does it? It does. Oh,
Nice.
you're the only one looking that way. You're busy reloading. busy reloading. That's work.
Mhm.
Yeah. You're in there rummaging and haven't rummaged yet. And you're the one who just came down next to the dog.
Yeah.
And quite surprisingly, I mean, you would have thought this whole area had been emptied of
Yeah.
humans who did not really care to be, you know, savaged by a zombie. And a fellow has looking very ordinary human fellow, like a shopkeeper kind of guy.
Yeah.
Steps out almost calmly, right out of here, out of the wreckage right here, partly into the street. He looks attentive.
I look back, very confused.
Yeah, that's
Like,
yeah.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Right. Well, don't announce something yet. But,
No,
but
I'm not saying I'm doing something.
right. Just
The way I react to it.
Exactly.
If I am allowed to do that.
sure. And making sure it's not an action.
Okay, so I was at 42 and the dogs were at 42 and I'm going to drop one of the dogs that I can, right?
Right
Or where
now,
are we?
you're rummaging.
Yeah, so I have found it.
You are
So I
taking
get
this
round
phase
So I get out of there again with whatever it is
to
in my hand.
find. It's a little glass jar with fluid in it and a little stopper. So she found it, the thing. So that's what you did, I believe, at your 42.
This made me wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
I was really tired.
Okay, so here, my next to worry about is 39. Anyone else?
I have a 40.
39.
Okay, 40 then.
Yeah. So I've just landed next to the dog. I'm looking at this strange person.
Right.
But there's also the fact that right next to me is a zombified dog that may attack me.
Absolutely true.
So we have a strange person and a zombified dog. The more direct threat is definitely the dog.
Don't get me
But I
arguing.
also don't really want to take my eyes off of him, so I'm just essentially going to just elbow check the dog as hard as possible, while just keeping an eye on him because that is very sketchy. Or I guess I could essentially just
Let's roll your attack. Let's roll your attack.
a more nonchalant attack there.
Let's see how that goes.
Horrible. That's how it goes.
That's awful.
Yeah.
It's not a fumble, so you do not, for example, fall next to the dog in a helpless
No, I more so just
situation.
miss.
Right, but right. And that's that for that round.
I can just misjudge the distance and just just
Exactly. So
nothing happened.
that was that's yours.
Still reloading? Or
Yes, still reloading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2.
Yeah, that's 2 you've done. Okay, and so fortunately the dog is distracted. Well, fortunately for you.
Yes.
And that was on 30 what?
9.
9. Okay, so my 39. Yeah, the fellow in question ducks back into this, but a lot of this has been knocked down. That dog did knocked everything over. The person is going to make an agility check to see if they can avoid tripping over everything. This is all, think of these all as wreckage. So with a 19, the person falls flat. Just feet get tangled up in sticks or something and
This has been a very
spilled baskets and just falls flat right there.
This has been a very awkward interaction.
Yes. Well,
We get eye contact.
yeah,
One
yeah.
is surprised, one is confused. I just miss an attack and he falls over.
That's right. Yeah. Well, fog of war, right?